בקובע סעודה. Rambam says 6 ounces. Rambam. Rashi says 8 ounces.
Why?
Donkey. The dough is very thin. The dough is very thin.
If you intend to eat 6 ounces.
What? What do you say, Becho?
Pizza.
Meaning, no, I don't want.
But it is 1/16. I don't think it's less than 1/16.
So, Bechor, you have to find out what's the status of the dough. How much dough they're putting in there. Go over there and ask them.
Coin Sade. Coin.
Yeah?
Quadra San. Say this is Mozono.
Okay, but find out. I don't say it's not. Find out how much dough.
It's
It
very
is.
thin.
Okay, who's right? So we'll safe.
More than eight. More than 8 is hamotzi. basically.
More than 100% of
Any kind of mazona.
Why are you thinking that this is not
Birshut morai verabotai.
Shamayim.
We have new people here. Shakol means everything was created by Hashem's words. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehakol niya bidvaro.
Amen.
Okay, very good.
Why you think it is?
We are on 169.
Very thin.
Is it permitted to move muktzeh? No, Rabbi Shai. By using another object, and when is it allowed? So if I want right now to move muktzeh, I want to use something else. I want to use the stender like this and move the muktzeh. I want to take a knife, Eliyahu, and move the semichki peel, the sunflower seeds peels. Can I do that or no? I'm not touching directly. I touch indirectly.
What's the problem?
So listen to this. Moving muktzeh with a spoon or similar is considered indirect handling, and it is permitted for the sake of a permitted item, but is prohibited for the sake of the muktzeh. It's a... Abotai, you understand or no?
No.
To move muktzeh on Shabbat with your body, can you move it even if you need it for the sake of the muktzeh? Example. A person ordered camera on Amazon on Friday. Shabbat morning he received the camera on his door. Now he doesn't want the thieves to steal it, and he wants to kick it inside his house.
No problem.
Can he kick it inside the house or no?
You know it's allowed.
Now, Bechor, can I take a venik
No.
with a broom and go inside like this or no?
Also Beshinoi.
Not allowed.
Why?
Why? When do we say you're allowed to move the muktzeh with a stick, with something else? Only for the permitted reason. I hear you want a broom, with a broom to kick it inside for the muktzeh reason. For the muktzeh itself, it's not allowed. That's called tiltul minatzad. Tiltul minatzad letzorich davar hamutar. Allowed. If it's for the sake of the allowed thing, it's allowed. But if it's for the sake of the muktzeh, the camera that you bought, that's not allowed. It's a muktzeh thing.
It's an allowed thing. You could do it regularly.
Huh?
You could do it regularly.
No. For the sake of an allowed reason, not allowed item. Example. A person right now wants to move the camera with a broom because he wants to use the table for Dvar Torah, for Shur Torah right now.
Right.
This camera is over here on the table. He wants to remove this camera on Shabbat. Pick it up physically, regularly, with a hand. So, I need a space of it. No, that's Hamat Chazon keys.
But it's all good for them.
Rabbi said, there's rules. Maze.
Because it's.
So, muktzeh mehamat chesron keys, that is, we said, designated for a restricted thing, and a person makpid on this, it's considered to be highest level of muktzeh. Even if I want the space of it, for sake of a mitzvah, for sake of a space, I need the body of it to hold the door with it, not going to be allowed. Right?
So how's it
So I cannot pick up this camera on Shabbat because I want to teach Torah over here. So what do I do? If I do it b'shinui,
What is your body?
I'm allowed even for the sake of the camera. Let's say there'll be program of kids on Shabbat. The camera is going to be over here. It's going to be tzika.
Big time.
So I want to move the camera to a side room because I want to save the camera. Can I do that on Shabbat or no, Gabriel? What do you say?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Asu. What if I'm going to do it with something? I'm going to take 2 spoons and I'm going to pick it up like this and go to the room.
Yeah.
I pick it up in an abnormal way.
Yeah, that you could.
But I do it for the sake of the camera. Can I do that or no? Bechor?
No.
Not allowed to.
Why?
Because it's for the sake of the camera. I want to save the camera. I want to save the muktzeh. But what if it's not? I do not because I want to save the camera.
In the space.
I want to make sure Torah over here. This camera on Shabbat is in front of my face, and sure Shabbat doesn't belong here. So my kavanah is to move the camera out of here because I want to make mitzvah. Letzorich davar mutar, because I wanted to make something allowed out of that situation, out of that moving. That's called tiltul min hatzad, indirectly, for sake of allowed reason.
Okay.
Allowed.
That's what
Moving the chairs out of the sun. In the
Everybody. Okay, one by
Moving
one.
the chairs
Persian
out of-
first. You know, Iran is there right now.
Moving the chairs out of balcony.
Yeah.
So if the sun is gonna come on, it's gonna ruin the color, whatever. So.
Chair.
Chairs.
Chair is a cliche with melachto le'eteh. We said allowed. If you, let's say it's going to get ruined and stuff like that. We said
But
allowed.
also camera, you could use it for something else, holding the door.
Oh, so if you designate it before Shabbat for that, you're right. But we speak about normal people. They don't designate camera to hold doors.
I mean, nobody does. But now you come here, you're like, okay, you know what, let me use it for the door.
Can.
No.
Decide on it right now. You
We
need to
said when
decide
Shabbat
before
came in,
Shabbat.
what was it designated for?
before you.
What was the prior not a known designation for that? In English, they say you are guilty, innocent until proven guilty, right?
So,
No, it's
the
opposite here.
So,
I know. If you paid attention, how did I say it? You understand how the system
You're
is.
in
guilty
the
until
case
you
of
prove innocent.
camera, Rabbi, in the case of the camera,
Corrupt country.
Eliyahu, can you please move a chair?
for the permitted,
I know, but now you speak shtuyot.
Rabbi, in the case of a camera for permitted use, where I want to give Dvar Torah and I want to move the camera,
Yeah?
I cannot move it with my hand.
No, because camera is, it's a category that we didn't learn yet, officially, we just learned by the way. We're going to learn there is a category of muktzeh that even Bechor doesn't know about. Nazavaitza Chesron Kis. Not kiss, I kiss you. Yeah? Kiss. Karman.
Why do you know about that?
That's usually goes together, by hand by hand. If you have karman, you're gonna get kiss, huh? So now that's called muktzeh, mehamat, chesron kiss. What does it mean? Two categories. Gabriel is gonna tell us. First one,
Monetary loss or
person particular about it because of a monetary loss,
Monetary
or
Barber
because
scissors.
it's special.
it's special to him, something important to him. Ayako.
Barber scissors.
For example, if a jeweler has these very delicate tools, he puts diamonds, he takes off diamonds, he puts zirconia instead. Those tools are delicate. These delicate tools, what are they?
Important for him.
Very high level. What level it is?
His wrong piece.
Chesron keys. Why? It's designated for not allowed thing to do on Shabbat. Can you glue diamonds on Shabbat? Take off
No.
diamonds on Shabbat from the jewelry? Asur. So since designated, преднадлежит, or whatever you say, установи, how you say this word?
Предназначен.
Предназначен. For not allowed action, task, and you are particular about it. Bo ish kidas nakova vai chizo. Very particular. Since you're very particular about it, he gets a highest level muktzeh. I need a space of it. You're not allowed to move it. Nojice of the
Barber.
barber, not regular nojice.
So it's
Yeah?
not a permitted
Not
use,
barber,
Rabbi.
barber.
Huh?
So it's not a permitted use then.
What?
In the camera case, how is it permitted use then?
So let's say camera right now.
His wrong
Camera,
piece.
a person is particular about this camera.
Manual.
Huh?
Not anymore.
Is it designated for restricted item act?
Yes.
Can you take a video on Shabbat?
No.
Not allowed. So those two things are qualifies the camera as muktzeh, mehamat, chesron,
Keys.
keys. Clear?
This is your
Ronnie, is this clear? Good. Now, a pencil,
Yes.
if I need the space of it, I'm allowed to move it regularly. I need the space over here. For Shabbat, for Torah, for whatever it is. I want to put my hands over here. Siddur.
Because
I'm
you
allowed
could-
to move it regularly,
because
right?
You could use it for a.
Why?
kosher-
Because this one is only designated for something that is not allowed to write with it.
But also.
But I'm not so much about caring makpid about it as I care about the camera. If I lose the camera, it's a big deal. If I lose the pencil, I lose the pencil. It's not so big deal for a person. So that's a dead pencil is muktzeh mikli shemelachto lisu. It's the
Right.
kli that designated for restricted purpose on Shabbat. Therefore, it's not so strict. If you need the space of it, you need the body of it to scratch your back, to do something, no problem. But the camera is something more strict about, because the person is more strict about it. He doesn't want people to just use it the way they like it. He wants the camera to be protected from any damages. He's particular about it. So since he's particular about it, and it's designated for something that is not allowed, that even if I need the space of the camera right now, on Shabbat I want to give a shiur over here, I'm not allowed to move it regularly.
שינוי, with your body.
בכל פעם יודעים.
The camera and
That's
the
called
stand-up.
מוקצה, כך שרציתי מחמת חסרון,
Kiss.
כיס.
פצלוי.
בכל, can you go ahead? Kiss, just a kiss.
Rabbi, the stander and the camera. Stander and camera.
Pakarmanu
you're talking
biot.
about.
That's what it means. Pakarmanu
Exactly,
biot.
yeah. If so, bechol. Now, come Shabbat, Friday was a lecture over here. Be'emet, I'm telling you. Friday was a lecture. One rabbi gave a lecture, they put a camera before Shabbat. Okay, Pamalidis Mincha, Arvit. Oh, everybody left the shul to forget the camera on the table. Come Shabbat morning, everybody come Shacharit Netz. We have Netz Minyan over here, Bechor, you're welcome. One day you're going to make it. I strongly believe in it, strongly believe in it. Oh, by Domot Oma. 2 weeks ago, he Oma, Domot Oma. Put sit down by Bechor Joe.
What's gonna happen when it will be super early?
So, the people come for Netz Minyan. They have a camera over here. They want to move it. Can they move it or not? They want to put Siddur, want to make Kiddush.
That's usually processing.
Regularly. Можно взять? No. А что делать?
Вилочка, ложечка, салфеточка, что-то придумай.
Village Kilolochka not gonna help you.
Two people.
What's the reason you're bringing it inside the office now? Because you want to save the camera.
No?
Here is the punchline. If you're moving it because you want to save the camera,
No, you cannot do it.
you're not allowed to.
Not allowed.
I didn't touch it. I made it with the spoons. I made it with the wheel cut. That doesn't gonna help you. But if you're moving it because, Rabbi, I need a space, or it doesn't belong to the synagogue on Shabbat, camera on top of the table, there's ruins the atmosphere of
So
it.
it's still not permitted use.
So that's called letzorch davar mutar.
How is it? It's still chesaron kis, and you need the space of it, and you're not allowed to move it for.
I'm not moving it for the space of it. I'm moving it for the synagogue not to have it. Is it mutar to have an atmosphere of Shabbat without the camera here or no? Is it a mutar reason or is it pasul reason? What's the reason I'm moving it?
Because you need the space of it.
I don't need the space of it. Not necessarily. I'm not gonna necessarily sit in there.
Yeah, you want it without it.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
the
that's what
mochimegu
it means,
называется.
I need the space of
У нас
it.
пайзану есть пайзану.
I need the space to be clear of it. That's what.
Пайзану
it means. So
поздно
how is it
приходит
became
пайзану.
mutar and,
Why you
Пайзану
want the
поздно.
space to be clear?
Пайзану что?
It's not
He's not here
Shabbos
by
stick.
that
It's
time.
not.
That's
whatever.
not a stick. That's it. Atmosphere.
So it's still for the space of it.
I'll tell you another example. Let's say I need a space because I want to put my legs on it. In that area.
My friend.
Okay, that's for space of it.
Right.
Right.
Would I be allowed or no?
Italians.
For chesaron kis, no.
Right? But here I'm
Why
doing
is
it for sake of the mitzvah purpose. I'm not doing it for the sake of my own pleasure or something like that.
So that's,
We're gonna learn about
there
it
is a
more.
dis-
Right now
there
maybe
is
it's
a
too early.
So there is a difference between what type of space you need. If it's
Yeah.
mitzvah, okay.
Yeah.
So now
That we're
same
gonna
thing-
learn it later.
So same thing now. If I'm receiving the camera in mail downstairs, it's by the door. Amazon dropped it over there.
Oh, you mean about apartments?
Yes. So now in that
Apartment.
case, apartment
Building.
building, or even house. Oh no, even house.
A house, okay?
Wow.
A house, a
That's
person
cool.
received camera on Shabbat.
So now it's the
Camera,
same thing,
camera
It's
delivery.
designated for Isur act, and also I'm very particular about it.
Very good.
So I cannot put it inside. Or are you saying I
With
can
your
keep
leg.
it?
Regularly,
Right.
not allowed to. With the broom, can you kick it
No.
inside or
Why
no?
not with the broom?
So that's the chiddush is. Moving something, holding with your hand something, it's limited leniency.
Because you're holding in your hand.
Okay.
That
What is the
It's
limited
like the
leniency?
extension of your hand.
Exactly. What is that limited leniency? If are you doing it for a kosher purpose, or are you doing it to save the muktzah? What's the reason you're doing it?
That's I don't usually put packages inside with the broom. I usually pick them and put them.
True. So because it's chinu, we allow you to do so if you're doing it for a kosher reason, not for to save the muktzah.
Soccer you can do.
To
but
save them also.
No, that's not a kosher reason. That's for the muktzah.
So how can I put it inside?
So that's what we learned. Another level of leniency that your hands are not involved at all.
Oh,
Your body, your feet, whatever it is, not your hands.
What if you have
Got
a,
it?
What if you have a
Clear?
Yeah, but what if you can do it with the legs?
Okay, that's a different question. What we do? What if? Right now, whatever we said clear. Very good. Okay, let's go next.
Safek package because you have a lot of
Right
packages.
now.
Safek camera. You don't know what it is.
Let's see later.
Selena?
169. We are in number 2. Yeah. Is it allowed to remove a flax that it is buried in straw? Straw is muktzeh.
family?
Or is it considered a base to something prohibited? Therefore, it is permitted to remove a flax that has been insulated with straw, as it hasn't become a base for a prohibited item because the straw served the food, nor not the other way around.
Flax.
Flax or something.
Oh, we have David. David, what is flask? Flax.
Flask is the little thing with the alcohol in it, the little bottle.
חשבתי פלאקס אמר, פלאקס זה פשטן.
Flask.
Flask. I thought it's a flask.
I don't know this.
For people who like to enjoy
Flask.
extra.
אז אמרתי בורק, זה שלמוש.
Kalamosh. So, okay, let's keep that. That's not extremely practical. 170.
Dancing with vodka.
Bravo, David.
Thursday night is also.
Is it allowed to pick up a child that is holding muktzah?
Ooh.
Bechor, your grandchild holds muktzeh.
Not allowed.
Can you pick him up or no?
Руки отрубить надо.
Его можно поднять.
He holds muktzeh.
Он смукся, его можно поднять.
So let's see. Read,
Why?
David.
A person is allowed to pick up his child in a place that there is an eruv, even if the child holds a rock. But that's only whenever the child has deep attachment feelings that could cause the child to be sick. Since it could be that picking up the rock in such a way counts for the adult as tiltul min chatzad. Carrying muktzah from the side, that counts as indirect carrying of muktzah and is therefore allowed.
Got it? So Bechor, it says only you know when you're allowed to pick up your child.
If he's gonna cry.
Bechor, when you're allowed to pick up your child, grandchild, or any child, with he holds muktzeh. Only if he's going to get sick. You say, I want my Abba, I want my grandpa so much. Crying and crying until he's not going to get him, he's not going to cry. He's going to, chas v'shalom, get sick from all this crying.
By default.
Then it's allowed.
Can you just tell him
But
to
even
throw
then,
the
you
muktzah?
cannot pick up the muktzeh himself.
Can you tell him to
You
throw the
pick up the child that holding the muktzeh.
Can you tell him to
He's
put
gonna
down
drop.
the
They're gonna
muktzeh?
drop it. Most of the time they drop
Can you
it.
tell him to put down the muktzeh?
Yeah, better to put him down, yeah.
No, can
The
you tell
muktzeh,
him поставить muktzeh на...
Yeah, I said,
Okay.
better to put, tell them to put the muktzeh down. But what if he's not going to listen?
You give him
He's
these
afraid that his sibling is going to take
You
it.
give him these eyes like this.
No, it's mine.
You give him
So,
these eyes. But
What do you
he
do
started
then
to cry.
with this guy?
I don't want to cry.
מה הפך?
Huh, Nisim? Nison, what do you do with this guy?
With who?
That he tells him, he tells you, I'm not gonna put it down because my sibling is gonna take it.
You have to put it in your mind that he might get sick, God forbid, so you pick him up.
If there is a behemet fear, like certain kids attached to their parents like very much. Certain ones are okay, parents. They're not crazy attached.
Not only to parents, but also to a toy. He's holding.
In such a case, you'll be allowed to pick up, but better to tell him, put the muktzeh down, put the gun.
Put the gun down. Fight like a man.
Okay, number 2.
Is it allowed to hold the hand of a child that holds an expensive item of muktzah? If the child holds an expensive item such as money, even though the child walks on his own legs, the parent is prohibited to hold his hand, since we fear that the money will fall and the parent mistakenly will pick it up,
I'm out.
since it's a common mistake to happen. This is not considered to be offense, an idea from Rabbi Moretov. It sounds from here that if he holds an item that is doubtful muktzah, the parent could hold his hand based on the principle of double doubt, but maybe it will not fall and maybe it's not muktzah.
Got it? Bechor, listen to explanation from David John. Bravo, David.
You want me to read it again?
Yeah, tell him, explain to him.
So if
Я
the,
что отдохну.
if the,
По-русски давайте.
Все по-русски, все. Yeah, what about this?
He closed his mouth.
Они все поняли, кроме меня. Давайте.
если вы ходите с ребенком, и у ребенка у него есть деньги в руках, вопрос, если можно ходить с ребенком и руку его держать. Можно? Что здесь написано,
Они
что...
Камелех умер. Ребенка положили, подняли, он мукцы был.
Кто был мукце? Давид Амелех был мукце. Есть наоборот говорит.
Ребенок же.
Идем на базар.
So, ответ, что нельзя, потому что они боимся, что если ребенок уронит деньги, что родители подымут нечаянно.
פעם
Если
идея.
они богатые, они не подымут.
А что ребенок, значит?
Тоже поднимем.
Еще как первый поднимет.
So now, Bechor, question is, what if,
По шаббату
Бехо.
они не платят.
Yeah, but you saying here you're allowed to.
Bechor, what if the boy is holding something maybe muktzeh, not 100% muktzeh, может быть.
For example.
For example, candy wrapper. Eliyahu said that every time he has a gum, he puts it back in the candy wrapper.
Yeah.
That's what he does. Most people I didn't see doing it, but he says he does it.
That's the only
So
thing.
maybe it's muktzeh, maybe not muktzeh, because we have Eliyahu in the world.
You usually have more than one candy.
This child goes with a candy wrapper right now. Dolka wrapper. Can you pick up that child on Shabbat or no?
Yes.
Eliyahu was allowed.
Huh? But maybe the candy wrapper is gonna fall, and then where Eliyahu is gonna put his gum?
Throw it away.
Tissue.
Double down.
Double.
So says the halakha allowed to. Why? Because maybe the candy wrapper not gonna fall. And even if it's gonna fall, maybe it's not muktzeh, because we have Eliyahu in the world. Hey, some tikra.
See, because of you, we allow to.
Tikra. Tikra, the end. Doubled out at the end of the
I was
halakha.
gonna add a footnote. Yeah.
The name is Eliyahu.
Rabbi forgot to put two footnotes.
Yeah.
Because Eliyahu.
Okay. Okay, got it, Eliyahu? Eliyahu, בזכות אליהו, יהיה ספק ספקה.
1 point out of 200 pages at least I got. One small bullet.
So,
Got the credit.
next, 171.
Если бы танцевал бы 100%.
If a person forgets and picks up a muktzah item, is he allowed to continue moving it and place it in a place that he desired? The answer is yes. Has to
Very
be.
good. Since he forgot and he picked it up by mistake, he's allowed to continue moving it
This is a very
to the
common.
desired
When you go to the
Because
shul, you
because
find
you're-
money in your pocket.
You took it out already.
No, you just feel it's like, oh, I have money. So what do? You just leave it, go home.
Yeah?
Straight.
It depends on what pocket you have. If it's jeans,
No, cool.
so then your pocket is part of the
tight.
pants.
No,
Then take off the pants.
no, you usually put in a jacket. The money.
Yeah. No, but if it's in the jeans, for example, a person doesn't have to take off the pants. It just has to, as soon as possible, because Kvod HaBriot, כמו שיש דרבנן, Kvod HaBriot is higher. So as soon as possible, he can go home and then change his clothes. Not to have the money on him.
Jeans is really.
But the back pocket, is a patch, exactly. It's like this.
So it's a problem then?
Yeah, that's a
Nice,
problem.
yeah.
But if it is like a pocket like this, and the suits we have, it's a pocket on his own, then he doesn't have to rush to the house.
Separate.
Why is it?
You're not allowed to
Because
wear
it's carrying-
the.
Because
Separate
it's a
entities.
separated entity.
But according to this, he doesn't need to rush. Why need to rush?
Which one?
It's on me.
Which one?
With the pocket.
With the pocket? No, the shirt is muktzeh.
I'm wearing it.
That's what you're moving muktzeh.
But how am I doing the Isur every moment? Or
Yeah. I mean, according to this halakha.
Right.
Yeah. So this halakha is debatable. We just put you over here, the bottom line.
You're not allowed to wear the pants after you.
Yeah, you cannot.
Why?
Because that's it, it's muktzeh.
cannot
Depends on
remove it.
muktzeh.
You
How
cannot
about you
remove it
just
with
you do
If you
like
shake it
that?
off.
Shake it off.
Okay? Shake it off, yeah.
the shinoi.
You're not allowed
But
to
if you
take
didn't
out
shake
and
it off-
put it in the side.
No, you cannot take out the money. You're moving muktzeh beyadayim. What is this? Actively moving muktzeh. So. Yeah, before you're making sure there is no money in your pockets now?
Yeah.
Huh?
Please.
Not to be
You
not to be muktzeh on Shabbat.
Rabbi, I'm sorry, I
so.
didn't understand. You said if you have money on Shabbat, if it's in your coat jacket,
Yeah.
outside pocket or inside pocket, what do you do?
You're allowed to continue wear that jacket. Because the pockets inside and the jackets are separated pockets.
Okay.
The pocket is not a patch like this one on the shirt, on the clothes.
Okay.
If it is like a jeans back pocket or shirts front pocket, that will be an issue of muktzeh because the garment serves the money.
We talk
And
about
that's considered to be basis ladavar ha'asur.
when there's a roof, right? We're saying
Roof?
when there is a roof. we're
A roof,
saying.
yeah, good point. That's only allowed to continue wear that jacket with the money inside there, only when there is a roof. There is no roof, you stuck.
Can you
If
continue?
it's in my jeans or my pants jacket, if it's in my jeans or my pants, jeans or regular work pants.
No, wear pants is different. Because the pockets over there are a separated pocket.
Can I take it out or no?
No, you cannot take out the money.
Just wear it home and you
Yeah,
can go.
exactly.
Remember,
Or
you're
if
allowed
it's
to.
jeans, I'm sorry, with jeans on, I still can go home or?
Yeah, you should go home. Yeah, as soon as possible. As soon as you go home, change it. Take off those pants and don't touch the money anymore until the end of Shabbat.
Red question. The suit, so you go to someone's house or the coat, you could continue wearing it or do you have to dispose of it?
Yeah, continue wearing it. Yeah.
No problem.
But there is no if there is a roof.
No, every
Yeah, there is no roof problem.
Yeah.
How you live in Forest Hill? You tell a roof. Here it depends on the string. Our life depends on the string. Continue. 172.
May a non-Jew cook for a minor on Shabbat? Answer.
Minor.
It's allowed to ask a non-Jew.
Oh, this Rabotai very practical, especially during the winter. Extremely practical. Bechor, you have a living nanny, Goya.
Yeah.
Samavar, finish. Kaddish, Al Ishmael.
Okay, in Bet Knesset also, same thing.
Now, I didn't say Bet Knesset, I said home.
It's different?
Please don't ask other questions. This point, because this is going to be Nazavaitza, politics. And I hate politics when it comes to Torah. So we stick to what's written here. But that's Rav Ovadia Yosef. Somebody questions? Here's Rav Ovadia. Water finished in the house. Your wife or your daughter, Kelin, needs to make a bottle
Yeah, very practical.
for the baby. Ovi Josh?
Yes.
Come on, Shu.
Yes.
The water finished. My yes. I didn't even ask the question. What yes?
Because of the baby, yes.
What yes?
Make it hot, whatever.
Can you ask the living nanny Goya
To fill up.
turn on the samovar? Или turn on fire.
No, but the samovar is on.
Ей надо сказать, я замерз или я...
Не замерз, помёр.
Замерз.
Это не для вас. This is for the baby, not for you. Can you ask the goy to fill the samovar or turn on the fire, put water?
Something
Namёк
nefish.
дайте, namёk.
Isn't it like asking
For the baby.
Allowed or
turn on the
no?
light?
Mishrut
Isn't it
nefesh.
like
So
turning on
listen
the
to
light?
this,
The
Becho.
baby.
By Jewish law, not Quran, Jewish law, you allowed on Shabbat to tell a goy to do isur deoraita for sake of sick people.
Yes.
Status of sick people is not only when they're sick, even when they're healthy and they're healthier than you. If they are below 9 years old, according to all opinions. According to Orletzion, below 13 years old, we still have whom to rely on. Orletzion. Rav Ovadia Yosef says 9 years old. That's the deadline. He brings the reasons for that. That's his deadline. 9 years old, a child considered to be sick person. Not sick, he's running like a tiger. Kakoi sick. By halacha, it's considered to be sick.
If it's for the child,
So since it's for the child, you're allowed to tell the God. Bechor, not hint to the God. Tell the God. Fill up the samovar, turn on the fire. Что что надо?
Напрямую можете говорить.
Напрямую.
You should
Подряд.
Should you limit him 2 ounces? I don't need more than 2-3
We'll talk about action now.
Rabbi,
Can I enjoy it for me?
Rabbi, if let's say someone asks for the
All
child,
of you ask the same question.
if
Extra for the healthy person.
if someone asks for their child, can they also benefit from the samovar?
No. What did I just say?
Yes.
4 people ask the same question. And I told you, wait for it. Number 1 answer. Bechavod, read.
Answer. It's allowed to ask a non-Jew to cook for a minor that has nothing else to eat.
Oh.
Since he is considered as a non-critically sick person, and it's allowed to feed him with muktzah.
You're allowed to even feed him with muktzah.
The
What
food
does
is a
that
muktzah.
mean?
Women.
The example. A goy cooked food on Shabbat. This food muktzeh or no? Apple fell off the tree on Shabbat. This apple muktzeh or no? Egg was laid from the chicken on Shabbat. This egg is muktzeh or no?
Yes.
All of those cases that we just said, for a sick person or a child that has nothing else to eat, says Rav Ovadia, you're allowed to. Means a child is not going to eat cold bottle. Ему надо горячий, он же бухарский. Бухарский needs to have a hot bottle.
Лаваш соус.
Bishul goy что стал, квадрат?
No bishul goyim.
Sick.
Put it aside?
Put it aside. Tell a goy on
Say
Shabbat,
with the Rabbanan,
put it
right?
aside.
Right?
Exactly. Yeah. Chachamim uplifted their isurin in order to save the sick person. Who is the sick person? That child. Hamidim. Number 2
Is
Oh, okay. Thank you, Michal. Thank you. Okay. Number
one,
2.
Is one allowed to eat food that is rabbinically prohibited?
Yeah.
Example, food that was cooked on Shabbat, or eat muktzah, example, fruit that fell off a tree on Shabbat, in order to heal himself. Answer, even though in general it's allowed to heal himself with rabbinical prohibitions, it's forbidden.
Now, Bechor, listen to this.
What's the question?
Person lo alenu la alechem is sick. The doctor tells him, listen, you want to be healthy?
Yeah.
You cook chicken with milk 3 days in a row, you fly like a chicken.
Monkey.
To the next world.
Medicine monkey.
Okay. He is not going to die without the chicken and milk. Can he still eat chicken that was cooked with milk?
Yes.
Or any other Isur de Rabbanan? You know how many times people ask me this question? Sometimes they get medicine from Russia, from Gorilla Hats, from somewhere in the world. And the problem is, Bechor, sometimes Goyim put in this medicine grape juice. Grape juice that the Goy made.
Yain Nesser.
Yain Nesser. This Yain Nesser is from the Torah, so?
Torah.
Or the Rabbanan, so?
Rabbanan.
Why, Bechor? Why?
Why Rabbanan? We said last time it was Torah.
If you pick cigar and say this is Leshem,
Before the Avodah Zarah,
Very good.
they would do Avodah Zarah.
If they would say this is for Avodah Zarah, that's Torah said no. But if you pick it up, I don't know what you had in mind. That's called stam. Stam. I don't know any records. Is it Doraita or the Rabbanan? Chachamim said no. So now question to you, this guy is sick. Oni umreo. He's not a sick critical, but he's sick.
Safek also. Problem.
Bechor, what is his status in halacha?
Still sick.
Can you give him this medicine? Bobom on the China, from Russia, from Romania, Georgia. So I have news for you, Bechor. Listen to this. Answer 2.
Even though in general it's allowed to heal himself with rabbinical prohibitions, it's forbidden to eat rabbinically prohibited foods, as the Rama wrote. But muktzah is an exception to this rule.
Bechor, not allowed on Shabbat not allowed anytime to heal yourself with something that Chachamim said not allowed to eat. Chicken and milk, mumkin is. Vaistam yanam, vino, katoreda, mumkin is. All of this not allowed.
A pig?
What would it be?
I said chicken and milk and the wine that the goy touched.
Not pig?
This is Sudra Banan. He's sick. He's gonna die? No, not allowed. Anything that is not life risk, not allowed.
Pig is Doraita.
Bechor Famidim. Shas. So muktzeh. Who said you're not allowed to have muktzeh? Doraita or the Rabbanan?
Rabbanan.
So if it's the Rabbanan, Bechor, if it's the Rabbanan, why are you allowed to give that apple to the child, that egg to the child? Tell the goy to cook for the child. Why is this allowed?
Because he's sick.
What do you say? Oh, balid. No, что балит? He's not gonna die.
9.
А если умирает?
No, умирать все можно. We're talking when he's not умирать.
Машину садитесь, его в хостел.
So why are you allowed to tell the goy?
Before 9, we said. Before 9.
Says Rav
Because he's
Ovadia,
sick.
you know what type of situation you're not allowed to tell the goy to give to the sick guy? You know what type of situation? Whenever the item itself, it's not allowed. But whenever the item itself is allowed, just the time says that's not allowed. That's not restricted. Primer, this egg that was laid on Shabbat, the egg, allowed or no?
After Shabbat.
After Shabbat, it's allowed. Svinya, pig. On Shabbat, not allowed. After Shabbat, also not allowed. All the time not allowed. On Pesach, on Shavuot, on Sukkot. That's tablet is something else. We're not talking as is. Steak, pig. Can you? It's not critical sick.
Sour.
Can you give it the pig? No.
No.
The pig is chefza of isur. This itself is asur.
Most likely all our ancestors ate that.
The egg that was laid on Shabbat, apple that fell from the tree on Shabbat, post Shabbat is allowed. So muktzeh on Shabbat asur. After Shabbat, it's allowed. So since it's allowed after Shabbat will pass, it's not considered to be restricted for a modernly click. I say this in English. Bedridden situation. Chuchut baleid, what такое? You're allowed to give it to him. Muktzeh or any other isur de Rabbanan that after a certain time it will be allowed.
If he's sick.
Huh?
If he's sick.
Yeah, if he's sick. And a child, we said, his status by
Until
default
9 is sick.
is sick.
Is mild?
Da Bechor, what's your question?
Singing.
Question
No, child doesn't matter. Mild, severe.
Если человек в
Until
трауре
9.
читает Кадиш,
Yeah, person that is mourner says Kaddish. Bechor in English, please, Ken?
yes, and have Divrei Torah all day, Shacharit, Mincha, Arvit, pray the Kaddish.
Yeah.
Which Kaddish is stronger
Divrei
after
Torah.
this Divrei Torah or 3 times a day the Kaddish?
Highest one after Divrei
תלמוד
Torah.
תורה כנגד כולם.
Highest one. But that's Rabbi Bechor only if you listen to Divrei Torah.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Was one time a person, I told it to you, I was standing on stage, Bitki Binin, first one in the can I saw, Shizit Gazet to Bukhari Times Shtay. I said Divrei Torah, Bukhari Times Shtay. Finish the Divrei Torah, Rabbi Hanania ben Akasha Omer, I say, you cannot say Kaddish. Why? I said, people say Kaddish when they listen to Divrei Torah. What are you doing? You say Kaddish Lilun Nishmat who? Lilun Nishmat the Bukhari Times?
Divrei Torah.
Kaddish is only being said after Divrei Torah. This lishul, this animal, say you understood. Say Kaddish. Yeah. That's it's very important. Sometimes people prechodjet na shiur. Galachka bechor, galachka medonit. Omdi, omdam.
פודה, עומדי,
Natzili bo, chichacha with a friend. 1 hour passed, you didn't listen to Divrei Torah. Whenever there is important business deal goes, сейчас какой-то часы на продаже, хороший deal. You hear what I said? A person has an important deal right now. They tell him, listen, this comes from China. The guy is going to smuggle it through Russia. Then he's going to bring it under the table to... ты как все послушаешь?
Он пишет все.
You're not going to be 50-50. Why? It's a big deal, Rabbi. Going to make a lot of money. Say Shlomo HaMelech, if you're looking for Torah like you look for money, then you're going to understand the Torah to the depth part of it. אם תחפשנה ככסף וכמטמונים תחפשנה, אז תבין, says Shlomo HaMelech. If you look after Torah like you look for money, then you will understand the Torah.
Вашего хаврута родились мальчики.
Два?
Это. Добакаров, как его?
Yeah?
Маленький.
Yeah? מלצ'יקי?
Мальчик.
מלצ'יקי וזה. אוקיי, ברוך השם, ברוך. שעה טובה.
דניארוב.
בשעה טובה.
שעה טובה, ברוך השם. Very happy.
דניארוב.
Худенький на девочку похож. Пацанов штампует.
So what are you trying to say with it?
מזל טוב, אם רוצה לסיים, מזל טוב.
Rabbi is good looking and tall, only девочек могут. What are you trying to say with it? Алло, за его девочками еще в очереди буду стоять.
פעם מדד בכור.
פעם סודד.
טוב.
פעם סודד.
We are continuing. זמירות,
אותם בדונה חורצ'י, בדונה.
לאל ברוך.
מальчик гарантихан.
что это бедона בכור?
Который поет как банан.
что это такое?
Так делает который? Да, бедона.
מה זה בדונה? אני בדונה.
Перепелка.
No, это сейчас скажу, как она на английском.
Quail, no?
Койл.
Yeah.
Quail, no?
Койл.
Quail.
מה уже קרדיגים בי койл בכור?
Не.
Ne. Osh. Сейчас ягма сюда. אבל גופתי דייקת, עוזר יגמה. No, yeah, let's go. Okay, let's take a picture.
This guy is something, I'm telling you. Алло, здесь что подумал? Записывается.
Listen, he's like my grandfather.
Symbolic.
I lost both of my grandfathers, one in 2001 and one exactly a year ago.
Here, Eliyahu.
My grandfather now is Yaz Bechor.
Open the telephone, давай. להתענג בתענוגים ברבורים סלב ודגים. You know that song, Eliyahu?
No.
No?
But I like the tune.
Nay, nay, na, 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 nay, na, na, nay, na, 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 nay, na, na, nay. So it's a long song, but that's this line. Na, nay, nay, na, 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 nay, na, na, nay, nay, na, nay, na, na, nay, nay, na, nay. Bar Yochai, you know?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Bar Yochai, you all know?
No, I don't know.
באמת? Okay, so I'll take a picture for Bar Yochai for you.
No, but take the other way the picture because this way you.
Okay, tomorrow already. It's already ringing. Bar Yochai is very important. It's coming soon, Bar Yochai, not too long, you know. Rabotai, this Friday Bechor is Rosh Chodesh. Thursday night was Rosh Chodesh. Ya'aleh v'yavo. Bechor, 2 days. Friday, Shabbat. From then, you have 1 month, Purim. From there, you have 1 month, Pesach. From there, you have 1 month, Lag BaOmer. From there, you have 1 month, Shavuot. From holiday to holiday. The marathon starts in 1 month. So we have to prepare Bar Yochai. Berlin already tomorrow is already time. We're going to learn the song about Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, the big tzaddik that was in the cave. For 13 years, he was inside the cave. Not this month, next month. Somebody asked me, said, Rabbi, my father, mother or father, I don't remember, somebody passed away for him, by him, many years ago, 5 or 7 years ago. When should he say? He says the Kaddish, the Yushro. In this month, Adar, or the next month, Adar?
Next month.
It depends.
So there is a debate.
It depends when he died, no?
My brother Daniel. Every time he was talking, he doing this. He was doing this. Now he's 54. He walk like this. He cannot hold his hand. Be careful with it.
No, it's light. It's light.
No, it's not.
So Bechor.
Yourself.
Thank you. Bechor. There is a machloket about it. Is the first month is the main one, or the second month is the main one? So for bar mitzvah, we say the real month is the second month. However,
no, if he was
this year, 13 years ago, was also to Adar.
My son was born like that.
So this month, Adar coming up, you will have bar mitzvah on this month.
On the first one.
It's unusual. Yeah. Usually don't have bar mitzvah when 2 Adar, Papa died. Because all the bar mitzvah goes on the second Adar. Yeah. This year, because 13 years ago, it was also to Adar. This year, Adar Aleph, first one, will also have bar mitzvah.
What's to Adar? What's to Adar?
We have 2 Adarim, Adar Aleph, Adar Bet.
13 years old?
On Pervi Adar Bill.
Yeah, if he was born on the first Adar 13 years ago, his bar mitzvah will be this year on the first Adar.
It's equal.
To know that. Because 13 years ago was also 2 Adarim.
And he was on the first
when it was a regular Adar year with 1 Adar, this year his bar mitzvah was going to be on the second Adar.
Yes.
But 13 years ago was 2 Adars. If he was born on the first Adar, his bar mitzvah going to have on the first Adar.
Yeah, because it was born on the first.
But how about if he's second and also first?
Yeah.
No, second goes to the second.
If he was born 13 years ago,
if there was only 1 Adar, then the second Adar.
It was 2 Adars 13 years ago.
Right. He was born on the first Adar.
Second.
His bar mitzvah will be in the first Adar. Second will be on the second.
If there was only 1
Adar.
If
it will be another year, that didn't have also 2 Adarim,
Yeah, that's
then we
it.
go to the main one,
Second.
second Adar. But about Kaddish, says Ovadia Yosef, we'll go for both. Означает, Юшво сделает на 1 Adar, if his relatives pass away on Adar, and second time, on the second Adar. This is going to be, he says, the best of the best. If he cannot, it's too hard for him. He says at least Divrei Torah without food. At least the Kaddish, all this, he'll do on the first and the second. What if even this is hard for him?
Just a second.
It says the main one is the second one. Remember, because you go over there in Kaneso, they have to let those people know.
My grandfather is died for
Passed away.
was 1 Adar. This year is going to be 2nd Adar. You show 2 Adar.
I just said, the best to do both Adar. И первый, и второй, that's the best. Если человеку тяжело, the main Adar is the second.
Mazal is the same.
ברוך אדוני לעולם, אומר ואומר, רבי חנניה בן הקשה אומר,